Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, welcome one, welcome all, most importantly, welcome to the stream. What's good? I'm not really vibing with this music. Not really vibing with that music, so I'm just gonna go ahead and shut that down. We're gonna go ahead and move on from that. Folks, welcome. Welcome. Happy to be here. Happy to have y'all here. Hope everybody's good. Hope all is well. It's good to be here. Good to be here. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. What's wrong? Okay. Hope you're good. We're going to go in store, chat. Episode number 50 of the series. I don't think I've ever even gotten this far in my team. Truth be told. Truth be told, I don't even think we've ever even gotten this far in the My Team mode. And yet, here we are. Here we are. Has me happy. Has me happy. 206 hours later, we finally reached episode 50. Which is crazy, because you would think, like, 50 episodes, like, wow, you must be, like, really far in your career. Nope. We're just round 2, season 3. There's just so many races on the calendar. It's insane. But folks, happy to be here. Happy to have y'all here. Hope everybody's good. Hope all is well. Appreciate the support on some of the, the videos going out on the YouTube channel. Appreciate y'all tuning into that stuff, as well as the comments, as well as those following the channel on TikTok, those following the channel over on Twitch, Kick, subbing on YouTube. We're up over 1,400 subs on YouTube. We're up over I don't think we're over. I think we're like just shy of like 1,300 followers on TikTok. So we're over 350 followers on Twitch. Like, I appreciate y'all. I hope you know that. Hope you guys know that.
What an amazing accomplishment. Couldn't have done it without you. Thank you.
But yeah, chat. Happy to be here. Got some other content coming out this week. Aside from what we've been streaming, obviously. We're gonna do another AMS2 video that I want to record. It's gonna be a little different from the actual championship we've been doing, because I've discovered that the championship mode in that game is actually kind of broken. So I'm gonna do a video that kind of showcases that, so to speak, and then I want to do an LMU video. LMU video, potentially two. Potentially want to do 2 LMU videos. But we'll see. Depends on like how much time I have to kind of do everything. I got a busy week here. LMU is very much popping off. Dude, I sat here yesterday for about, how long was it? Like an hour and a half. Literally sat here for like an hour and a half, just playing. Just doing random shit. Like, just with the AI and whatnot, and, I was having a blast, dude. I was mostly playing because I haven't played it in quite some time. So I had to go through and, like, customize settings and everything else. So that was mostly why I was playing it. I wanted to make sure everything was good to go for when I decided to do the video. And yeah, I kind of got lost in the game. I'm not gonna lie. It's a good game, dude. Hello from Romania. Well, hello from America. Hello from my computer room in my home. Folks, welcome back. Another episode of our My Team Career Mode, episode number 50. Big 5-0. Big 5-0. This is the last one. First race of the season, as well as the season preview. If you missed that as well, be sure to go back and watch that stuff, so that way you kind of have an understanding as to what this season looks like and what's going down this season. There's a lot of changes, a lot of driver changes, a lot of things happening all across the board, so be sure to go back and kind of check that out. I did a 7-hour stint on F1, but the LMU lobbies look fun. I'll eventually make a commitment. LMU lobbies look a lot of fun. I haven't played it or touched it in like quite some time as far as the online goes. Even the AI experience is actually pretty decent. It's actually pretty decent. I was quite surprised. Definitely worth the commitment. And the best part about it too is that you don't have to necessarily pay for their subscription stuff in order to be able to actually play the game. Like, there's still a decent amount of base content in the game, without having to buy like DLC or anything like that. But action, what's good? How's the car? Car is great. I think we actually had some decent pace in Australia. I think unfortunately if we didn't start P15, I think it could have been a little bit different of a race. Strategy definitely played a factor too. Like, I think if we went with a little bit different of a strategy, we could have got a little bit higher up. Charles and Pierre both did a one-stop strategy for Australia, which I thought about doing. I did think about doing it. And we could have done it. I think we had the pace to be able to do it. Australia was kind of more of a test race for me. It was kind of more like, let's see what we could do here, and see what kind of pace we have. Going into Shanghai, kind of the same mindset. you know, it really is going to be, what kind of pace do we have? What kind of straight line speed do we have? And in this next race, we're actually going to drive as Aiden instead of driving as Lewis. Because I kind of want to see how Lewis does on his own. Like, I want to see how AI Lewis does. Will he ultimately do better than what, you know, we do? And if so, you know, if AI Lewis pops off, well, then I might just drive as Aiden most of the season at that point. You know, let him do his thing. So, time will tell. Time will tell on that one. But yeah, Charles got the win in his debut at McLaren. Gally Mayer finished second, and then Pierre Gasly got P3 in his debut with Ferrari. So weird, so weird. Max, I think, unfortunately got screwed over by strategy. Just didn't really make the right choices as far as that goes, and he was up front. He was in the lead. He was battling with his teammate, but then obviously in the end, didn't really work out well for him. And then, of course, Oscar Piastri, the other Red Bull, as well as Kimi Antonelli, Franco Colapinto, all had DNFs. They all had DNFs. Obviously not the way you want to start season, but hey, it's a long season. A lot can happen. A lot can happen. We did have an ERS fault, so we got some bonus R&D there, but it doesn't really matter because can't do anything. Phew! Whew. Oh. Anywho. So, yeah, that's pretty much that. Let's go through our stuff here. Let's see. I don't think I have the corporate thing available. Thank you. Oh, shit. Hang on one second, chat. Sorry, chat. Had to answer that. Okay. So yeah, I mean, we do have some stuff coming through here for our engineering department, but again, we've done everything that we possibly can in terms of any sort of R&D for the car and everything else as a whole. I mean, it's literally maxed out. The only thing that we're kind of waiting on would be just the supplier upgrades, as well as the last two durability things that we could do. But those don't really mean too much, to be honest with you. So, again, not much we can do. You know, we have a maxed out car along with 5 other teams on the grid. So, or sorry, 4 other teams on the grid. But yeah, let's go set up our activities here. Actually, we pretty much can. It's like literally all we got. All right, never mind. Let's go do this event. Apex, what's good? I do remember you. I do remember you. I'd rather lose the resource points. Not that it really matters, but...
Hey, Chief. We have a part or two ready for development because they finished research. Let's get that in motion, shall we? Head to engineering for more info.
Here, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I appreciate you. Alright, let's see here. Did that come through? Let's do that. Yo, what's good? What is good? What position did I finish yesterday? P4. P4 with Lewis. Did I not just get that? Did I not just get that? Oh, I'm waiting on that one. Yep. Okay. Never mind.
Hey, boss. Really?
Shut up. Alright, we'll go sit down with Lewis here. Early talks. Renew his contract. Where we sit in the championship, so we're currently sitting P4 with Lewis. We're only one race in, so currently sitting P4 with Lewis and P7 with AIDEN so far, which I think puts us.
Things are progressing
I was
well.
just looking at it.
Got a bit.
I think that puts us P4 in the constructors as well. Yeah, P4 in the tied for P3 in the constructors. But again, it's only been one race, so obviously we gotta kind of wait and see how everything goes down. There we go. Zachy, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Oh, no good. No worries, Apex. No worries. All good. All good. That's what I meant to try to say. What's up, pink guy? Alright, let's do this quick. Not gonna be available until after China, but that's alright. That's alright. Like I said, this race we're gonna actually drive as AIDEN. I'm kind of using these first two races as like almost like a test, almost to kind of see how each AI driver performs and how they kind of go about their thing. Lewis a little bit higher rated, so in theory he should be better of the two drivers, but yeah, we'll see. China low-key a good track, but I hate T1 and T2. Honestly, I kind of hate China. Kind of hate it. Specifically, I hate the middle sector. Like, all of Sector 2. I hate. Can't stand it. Alright, let's see. So we got a chance of rain for the sprint. Maybe a chance of rain for the start of the race. But all in all, should be good. Getting to practice. Shanghai track now, kind of hate it. Yeah, same, honestly. Same.
Hello and welcome
it's
to
just Sector 2 just,
Shanghai
to me, just doesn't have any sort of flow to it.
China. It's an imposing grandstand structure, tarmac that presents all sorts of challenges.
Which track today?
In these cooler
China.
temperatures. Crucial data needs to be gathered, and unique challenges will be presented throughout the session.
All right. Let's get the setup loaded. And let's go do a program here.
Don't push the car just yet. Track is still green. Try to take it easy for the first couple of laps.
First laps of the day, as always. I like to try to get out, get a couple laps in practice just to kind of get comfortable with things and everything else. And then also, it's a sprint weekend. So as always, during the sprint weekends, I like to try to do practice programs, get them taken care of. Since well, it's the only practice session we got. B1000 sounds so good, man. Sounds so good. Also, chat, do we got any NASCAR fans in the chat? I know sometimes we do. They just announced their new championship format. And I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Better than what they had. GT fan? No. Alright, just me? Alright. Well, I'll shut up then. You don't have to? No, it's all good. It's all good. I'm only kidding. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's, I grew up on NASCAR, so it'll kind of like always have a special place in my heart. At the same token, though, with the stage racing, the playoff format that they had, yeah, it got miserable. I hated it. But now they're going to this like chase format, which is something that they used to have back in the day when I was a kid, and I enjoyed it back then. So I think I would prefer a full season points format, but it's a good compromise. Wait till they on the break there. Never watched NASCAR, honestly. Like, how much lap on NASCAR races normally on the circle track? Like, how many laps do they normally do? I mean, in NASCAR, it depends on the track, but they're long races, that's for sure. $100 to $500? Yeah, that's a good range, I would say. But again, it depends on the track, you know? Like, Daytona's coming up. Daytona's like a month away. Daytona, they do 200 laps. But, it's like a 2-mile track, so... You watch Formula E? I can't really get into Formula E. I don't know why. There's just something about it. I can't get into it. Yeah, NASCAR races are long, man. Like, they are long races. Like, they're a solid, like, 3-hour, event each and every time. How do you get that HUD? It's an overlay mod that you can find on Overtake. It's too late to break again. Normally they use just F1 open lobbies. You're not wrong, honestly. Yeah, anywho. Yeah, I don't hate the new championship format. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I think it'll bring some more legitimacy to champions in NASCAR again, which is something that the sport has been missing for a while now. Sound engine? I agree. Always crashed on that very sharp turn on the circuit. Yeah, it can be a little tricky sometimes.
Okay, test complete.
Alright. Historically speaking,
good job indeed. We got a lot of
we've
valuable
actually done a
information out of
pretty
that.
good
Well
job
done.
at this track. Historically speaking, we've actually done pretty well. So, Season 1 we got we won the sprint as Josh, and then we were in P2 at one point during the race, and unfortunately got a mechanical failure towards the end of the race. And then season 2, I think we won the sprint in season 2 as well, and won the race, mostly thanks to the rain. But no, we struggled during the sprint, won the race. So now here we are, season 3. Hopefully we could get another one. Yeah, it's kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of hard. But especially like streaming on multiple platforms, so I got like multiple chats to kind of look at, and so it's tough. But you know, I manage. Is there a teak longer than China and F? Say that again, man. Say that again. I don't know what you mean. Is there a track longer than China and F1? On the current calendar? No, I don't think so. There might be though. Still can't believe you got the mechanical failure in Abu Dhabi. Yeah, that was a rough one. Alright. Let's go out and do the race strategy, and then we'll do the ERS management. And then we'll go into quali. Sorry, then we'll go into sprint quali.
Standing by.
Oh. I really do miss this sound. I miss the sound of the V10 so much. How do you get custom sounds? Just mod the game. You're really just overriding like the audio files in the game. You can find an engine pack on Overtake. Might tweak my setup a little bit. I feel like I'm not getting a lot of speed down the straight there. Should do a tutorial on how to install mods. See, here's the thing. There are so many videos out there that already show it. You know what I mean? And I'm not really like a tutorial kind of guy in terms of like doing a tutorial video, you know? So I don't know, maybe. Just thank you for the follow. Custom setup or game setup? Custom. Yeah, you can find a million of them out there. But overall, it's pretty straightforward. Like, usually my steps on what I do, like, the mod files that I download, like, if you just go into those files, like, it's almost like you just kind of follow it step by step. So like it'll be like F125, and it'll say, yeah, F125 2025 game package or whatever. I double click that, and then it says, you know, UI or whatever, and then I click that, and so yeah, like, and then I just in my game files, I'll have them set up right next to it. I just follow the same steps along the way, and then obviously eventually just copy the mod files on over. Does your OSD look like that? It's a mod. It's an overlay mod that you can find on Overtake. What do you like about Apex GP? They're the underdogs, man. You know? They're the underdogs. And they had Sunny Hayes. No, I really like the idea that, like, I was able to drive a car, pick a team, where I'm able to have a car that has real sponsors on it compared to, like, the Connor Sport livery, or even, you know, obviously doing your own. Now, of course, again, you can mod it and go that route, which, looking back on it, I wish that's what I did. I didn't. Oh my god. It's like either let me go by or don't. Figure it out. What are we doing here? Yeah, any of. Yeah, I mean, I really like the idea of having actual sponsors on the car. Yeah, the movie's great. Movie is great. Ethan, thank you for that. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. For a new sim player, buy a complete kit or buy parts individually and piece them together as far as a rig. I mean, I would just buy the complete kit. It's easier. It's more convenient, you know? Yeah, Sonny left, man. Sonny left F1. Although, funny enough, he is a free agent. So, I don't think he necessarily retired. He's just like, I'm done with F1 for now. You know, I think that's kind of more so what it is. Soon there. Ims, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Oh my. Oh yeah, Rush. Yeah, I've seen Rush. Rush is a great movie. Do It Clap. You gotta go to a different platform to find that one out. Hey, you asked, alright? Oh, a little wide. Janik, thank you for the follow. feel good. I feel good. I feel pretty comfortable. I mean, just like Australia, this is a track that I've driven a million times before. And when you have a fully upgraded car, it's pretty easy to control it. It's pretty easy to handle it. So. Pretty good. R. Kelly or O.J. Simpson? Oh, well, you know, I was never a big R. Kelly fan as far as his music goes, and O.J. was a little bit before my time, but he was a hell of a football player. So I gotta go with O.J.
Program
Not bad.
complete and a job well done.
Not
We got some
bad.
excellent data with
Really
that
hope I
one,
can
so
see you playing
come on
Monaco
back to the
track, 'cause
garage
I'm
and I can
horrible
take
at
you
it.
through the numbers.
If you go back through my VODs, you'll find it that way. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, Monaco will be, let's see, at this rate, Monaco should be next week. Should be able to get to Monaco by next week. By the end of next week, anyways. Hey, you're live again. Sure am. Sure am. Show you McLaren. Let's see. Are they out on track? No. Oh yeah. No, they're out on track. So weird seeing Charles. So weird seeing Charles in a McLaren. He hasn't set a lap yet, so that's probably why. Also, it's only practice, but how do the cars sound like that? Mods? Yeah. It's like an engine mod. Fantastic. Although in the broadcast camera, it doesn't change it. It keeps it like the normal sound, so to speak, but then obviously when you go on board. So there you go. He's fastest overall so far. Fastest overall. Well, not by much. Not by much. Alright. Do this last program.
Checks complete.
And then we'll get into the sprint.
We've got a car leaving the garage.
360? What you mean by that? What you mean by that? Do you stream on the weekends? No. Typically no. I usually have to work on the weekends. That's a large reason why I don't. And then plus, like, you know, I just kind of use the weekends to hang out with the girlfriend. As well as, you know,
Nice one.
watch sports.
Okay, reminder, a neat way
Stuff
to
like that.
recharge the batteries by lifting at certain points when you feel you can and by gentle braking. Try those this lap and see how you get on. And if you want to make the most of those gears, engine braking will also put some juice back into the battery. Combine all these techniques and see how you go.
Okie dokie, Mark. Sound mod, I don't remember the name of it, but you can find it on Overtake. Maybe for tomorrow's stream, I'll put links in the description for all the mods I use. it a V12? It's a V10. V10. But they sound very similar, so. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. You as well. You as well. Isaiah, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Am I on max volume? No. Why, is it too loud? No, it's fine. Oh, okay. Chinese Grand Prix? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Chinese Grand Prix? Yes, it is. Grade am I in? Do I look that old? Or that young, rather? Do I look that young to you? Hey, listen, I'll take it. If you think I'm, you know, in fucking high school yet, I'll take it. How do you get it to sound like that? It's a mod pack that you can find on Overtake. One of my favorite tracks, except for the sprint. Yeah, I wish I could, I wish you could just get rid of the sprints altogether. I wish they gave you that option. Because I'm not a fan of the sprints. But this is also not one of my favorite tracks. Not a fan of this track, to be honest with you. But it's alright. For me, this is like one of those races on the calendar that feels so long. You know what I mean? Like, it just feels like it takes forever. Remember me? I feel like you ask that every time you pop into the stream. My answer is always the same. I do remember you. It's good to see you again. It's good to see you again. But you know what? This time I'm going to say no. I don't remember you.
What an incredible practice session that was. But the fun...
All right. On to sprint quali. Track has really long straights, so usually push the engine to its limits. Yeah. Yeah, I should probably tweak my setup, honestly. I should probably tweak my setup. It's the first time saying that, bro. I don't think it is, man. I don't think it is.
Welcome
Grand Theft
along
Auto?
to
Yep,
Shanghai,
you got it.
ladies and gentlemen, where it's Chinese Grand Prix
You got it.
weekend. But before we can race,
Guys, this is
we
actually
need to
GTA
qualify.
6.
And who's going to take that coveted pole position? How will our grid line up? We're about to find out.
MYTEAM, thank you for the follow.
To qualifying.
Shit. Appreciate it. Alrighty. shit. All right, maybe I'm wrong then. Maybe I'm wrong. But yes, I do remember you, obviously. Can you name the wheel model and company, please, and the pedals? So it's all Fanatec. It's the 8 Nm direct drive wheelbase, Formula V2 rim, and then the Fanatec Club Sport inverted pedals. Found the mod pack, but it sounds horrible. Maybe I picked the wrong one. I mean, there's like multiple engine sounds in the mod pack. Like it has the engine sounds from 2020, 2019, I think, 2021, 22, V8, V10, V12. So I think it just kind of depends on which one you pick. I mean, I've only tried the V10. I haven't listened to any of the others, so I don't know what it sounds like. But there might be a couple different mod packs out there. So I mean, yeah, I would just, I don't know, maybe. There's a lot of money. I got a 1K budget. No. No, you wouldn't be able to get with what I have with that budget. I mean, the pedals alone are like, I think they're like $800 right now. So, but I mean, if 1K is your budget, dude, I mean, you can get yourself a solid, like a really good, like Fanatec system, a really good Moses system, Sim Magic. Like you can get some really good stuff. Tried the V12 and it has a lot of unwanted noises. Ah, got you. Yeah, see, I didn't try the V12. I popped in the V10, tried it out. I was like, man, that sounds really good, and that was it. I was like, all right, I'm good. I don't need to do anything though. So, all right. Track's a little wet, but within the next couple minutes here, it should dry up. So I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold off on going out here. But we are going to tweak the setup a little bit. Get a little bit more top-end speed here. All my setups, I get them all from sim racing setups, and I usually just copy the esports setups that they have on their page. But obviously, they don't always adapt over into MYTEAM. Because, you know, of course, cars progress and change and everything else, and with where our car's at right now, I can afford to run a lower wing setup than what I may have been able to in the past, so. Yeah. See what happens. See what happens. I got a big crash yesterday and unexpectedly lost some water on this track. Yeah, you get some crazy results sometimes when you when you sim to the end. Or let me rephrase. When you crash and have to skip ahead. I kind of wish they'd let you just watch. You know what I mean? Or at least give you the option to choose to skip to the end and or just watch the rest of the race. Because, like, you do get some wild results because of it just skipping. And yeah, I'd rather just, I remember I had that problem with F125, and F125 I would, you know, anytime I like crash or whatever and end up having to skip to the end of the race. I remember one time, I think it was at Bahrain, where I had a mechanical failure. That's what it was. I had a mechanical failure, and I had the most wild results happen at the end of it all. Max won, but the rest of the field was like, from P3 on down was 2 laps down, and the podium ended up being Max, I think it was Nico, and then I think it was Liam. I think that was the podium, and then the rest of the field was 2 laps down. It made no sense. It made no sense. This game is really buggy sometimes, clearly. But all right. Skip ahead a little bit here. Still showing the track being wet, even though conditions are dry. I don't know what to do. Because it sounds like it's raining. Everybody put their laps in on inners. Still saying the track's wet. You would go inners? Well, if you're telling me to go inners, I'm gonna go inners. Never mind. Alright. Never mind.
Okay, when you're ready, let's go.
I was gonna try the dry tire. I was gonna try it. No, I don't think he did, because even the game told me, oh yeah, it's actually raining. The weather thing is wrong. It's telling me that it's not, but
I'm
like
afraid
literally,
you've dropped to P22. P22.
literally drops coming down. So, but anyway, yeah, if the game tells me like, hey, you got the wrong tire on, chances are we probably have the wrong tire on. But I will say, I have had conditions like this before in the past, and whenever I had these conditions, ultimately, the dry tire was the quicker tire to be on. But that was just because the wet tires were just overheating on us, and that was more during a race than qualifying session, so not really worried right now, but I think either way we should be okay. And ultimately all we gotta do is just get through it. Oh, we definitely have the car to do that, so. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I also think it was the right call. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Chinese Grand Prix.
We've been pushed down to P22.
Purple sector 1. That's good. I'll take that. I think waiting to go out was definitely the right call. Good lap. I'll take it. I'll take it. China Grand Prix is pretty good, not gonna lie. I highly disagree. It's alright, but I don't like it. What do purple sectors mean? It means that you set the fastest time
And that's it for sprint qualifying.
in
Plenty
each one of
more
those
coming
sectors.
up
So
over
the track is
rest of the
split up
weekend. So
into
we'll
like
see you all
3
tomorrow.
sections, so to speak. You know, sector 1, sector 2, and sector 3. Purple means you set the fastest time out of anybody in those sectors. And it shows because we put the car on pole. Well, sorry. We went P1 and SQ1, but now we're on to the second quali. So, but yeah. So, purple means fastest. Green means it's faster than your own personal time, and then yellow means you're slower. Did I get the HUD? It's a overlay mod that you can find on Overtake. All right. Well, let's see. Conditions are now dry. Now we're good. We'll do the same thing. We're just gonna skip ahead. Wait until the end here to go.
All set, we're ready to go, so let's get the car out to the track.
Yeah, the conditions should be dry now. Should be. I really hate the second sector. I really do. I hate it through there.
Okay, I'm afraid we've been pushed down to P16.
It's definitely my slowest part of the track, too. What wheel do you recommend? I mean, personally speaking, like, I love my Fanatec stuff. I really do. But, like, if I was just starting out, I'd have to go with Moza. I'd have to go with Moza. They're a good price. They offer a lot of different products. The software is really good. Like, I'd have to go with Moza. And I'm a little biased with that too, because like I really love their FSR wheel that they have, and desperately want to get that thing, but their product is just genuinely really good. Swap engines now? No. It's an audio mod. I was thinking the Logitech G29. Don't do that. Moza's 10 times better. You can literally get yourself a Moza R5 bundle for the same price as the Logitech. Now, downside is like if you play on PlayStation, then unfortunately you're a little bit more limited because Moza doesn't work on PlayStation, so you know, there's that. There's that. H14, man, thank you for those. Thank you for those gifts, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You have PS5? Yeah, so Moza doesn't work on PS5, unfortunately. Only watch it because of the sound. Appreciate it, I guess.
And that's it for sprint.
Why does it sound like a V10 but it looks like a
qualifying. Coming up
V6?
over the rest of
What?
the
That's
weekend.
because it is.
See you all tomorrow.
Because it is. There's no way to actually like mod the engine itself. So curious, why does it have a V10? Because it's better. Must be a G29. I would say like go with Fanatec at that point. You know what I mean? Like I still, or even maybe a Thrustmaster. Like, I wouldn't go with the G29. G29 is not bad for what it is, but like, yeah, I mean, again, you're gonna run into issues in a very short amount of time, just because of how it is, and then, yeah, you're better off. You're better off. What do you have everything mounted to? Yeah, it's just a dedicated rig. It's the Next Level Racing FGT rig. How long have I been playing F1 for? Practically all my life. Very, very long time. Must be the water. It must be. Daniels, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I use Logitech and it's never given me problems, and I've had since 2022, and even with kids messing with it, it's still held up, and that's awesome. That's awesome. I personally, like, you could actually go back, fun fact, and maybe one of these days we'll do it on the YouTube channel, but as like a video, you could actually go back, look at one of the first videos I ever posted on the channel, and it was from like F1 2019, and it was me using a Logitech G29 wheel. And it was good for the time. Like, when I had it, it was great until it stopped working. When it stopped working, then that was it. You know what I mean? So, and then I got another one or replaced the power supply for it, because I think that was the issue with it. And then that one went on me. And then I had to do it again. And then that one went on me. And after that, I gave up. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. So, Firecracker, thank you for the follow. Let's go racing, Onk. Don't tell me what to do. I like to chat, man. You know? I like to hang out.
Okay, that's all the checks complete. We're ready to go.
Seemed like a nice guy. You got DC. What's DC? Oh, Discord? We have a Discord set up. You can find the link for it on my YouTube channel. I've never heard anybody refer to Discord as DC. Am I that old? God, am I that old, chat? Truth be told, too, the Discord, like, I set it up, like, over the summer, and, yeah, I haven't really done anything with it, in quite some time, and, there's not that many people in it. I should probably start getting a little bit more active with it, but pretty common, to be honest. Shit. Alright. Well, I'm old. Dude, I've never heard anybody call it DC. Sounds good, Daniels. Thank you. You as well. Thank you. Corner cut to start the lap. That's fine. Alright, here we go. A little late in the corner there. There's like a little bump, or like a little dip into a bump at the start of that corner. If you hit it at just the right time with just the right amount of speed, it'll just kind of send you understeering off. Not a great Sector 1 there. Sector 2 is usually where I lose a lot of my time. And yeah, that was terrible. Not a great lap. I'm probably gonna be P10. Engine sound mod? Yeah, you can find it on Overtake. I don't remember the exact name of it, but Sam, thank you for the follow. here or there. I'm about to break some way too early there. I was looking at chat a little too soon. Yeah, not a great lap. Not a great lap. But I think P8, yeah, P8. I think our race pace will be good though, so I'm not too worried. I've never been exactly the best when it comes to qualifying. It's a solid sound cue, man. It's nice to hear.
Coming up over the rest of the weekend, so we'll see you all tomorrow.
It's nice to listen to. If you continue to sit like that on the worn-out chair in my house, you'll definitely become paralyzed. Remind me to never sit in your house then, I guess. Alright, Lewis puts the car P2. Lewis put in a really good lap. A few tenths off of Charles, but still, you know, I got a really good lap. P8, I definitely could have done much better on that lap. I made a lot of mistakes, so yeah, hopefully we got some good race pace. Again, the sprint, I almost treat it as like a practice. I almost treat it as like a way to see what kind of pace we truly have. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I really got to use the bathroom, so I will be right back as this loads. And yeah, I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Whatever platform you're watching along on, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. What's a recommended gaming setup for someone? Oh, excuse me. Was just getting to know F1. I mean, if you can go PC, obviously PC is the way to go. Obviously F1, you know, if you want licensed F1 content. Otherwise, I mean, Assetto Corsa has some solid mods. Amos 2 has some pretty decent F1 stuff as well, especially a lot of classic stuff. And then just a nice little wheel, you know, depending on what kind of budget you're looking at, really. It's really what it comes down to. But, alright, BRB.
So it's all about speed in today's sprint. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top? Shanghai International Circuit then is a 16-corner high-speed thrill ride. The long and ever-tightening right-hander at turns 1 and 2 tests the driver's patience. And the flats, open to the elements location, test their skill in a crosswind. 2 DRS zones will assist passing, and they're available into turn 1 and down the kilometre-long back straight into turn 14. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Gasly, Piastri, Ollie Behrman, and Verstappen, Norris, Jackson, Mayer, and Isaac Hadjar, Sainz, Colapinto, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Doohan, Albon, Maloney, Gabriel Bortoletto, and Liam Lawson, Hulkenberg, O'Sullivan, Tramnitz, and Paul Aaron rounds off the grid. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out. And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? what do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you know, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers,
Errol.
that, you know, some have got their headphones on.
Verstappen
they
on
listen to the
McLaren, yeah,
music.
it's
Some drivers
Verstappen
really
and Charles being on
absorb the
McLaren
energy
is
from
weird.
the crowd, and they're there
Weird as hell.
waving to them. Other drivers, they go within.
Okay, we've got that relief of having points on the board finally, so let's keep that form up and get another top 10 finish today, please.
You got it, Mark. Alright, let's see. Strategy set, we're good. Yeah. Get on with it. Damn straight. Damn straight, Ant. Mukesh, hello. Hello. Alright, so here we go. Let's see what kind of pace we really have here. Looks like everybody starting on the medium tire, which makes sense. Definitely makes sense. Let's see what kind of pace Lewis has, too. Hey, Honda, thank you for the follow. Hey, listen. If I don't wear the racing suit, then my virginity is just exposed. Gotta protect my virginity, man. But the helmet doesn't fit over the headphones. Otherwise, I honestly might. But also, that's a nice little decoration piece in the background. You know what I mean? Hang on, chat. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. That's nothing. Be sick. It'd be something. Headphone dent check. It's there. It's there. Doesn't take very long. There we go. Alright. Again, just the sprint, but well, we'll see what happens here. See what happens here. Should be a good indication as to how the race should go. This is F125, correct? Yes, it is. You are correct. You are correct.
Okay, that's not an ideal placement in your grid slot. You're going to need a good launch
God
when the
damn
race
it.
starts. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with a clutch.
I get the game to look so advanced. I mean, really, the only thing that's different is just the telemetry on the screen. That's just a mod. All right, here we go. Got a really good getaway there. The 3 wide and T1. I clipped the inside. Oh my god. This is a little dicey. This is a little dicey. We all got through unscathed though, we're good. We are good. How do you get the engine sounding so good? It's just an audio mod. Find that on overtake as well. Alright, up to P6. I haven't run. Oh, Gasly with the snap, drifting throughout the entire corner. It's actually kind of sick. Anywho, I haven't run like any sort of like heavier fuel loads yet, so taking a little bit to get it adjusted to. Yeah, that was ambitious for me. That was ambitious.
That front wing is going to need replacing if it takes too much damage.
That was one of those moments where, like, if you're going to make a move,
Okay, DRS is now available.
you either got to do it or no. And I was kind of stuck in that, like, halfway point where, like, initially I didn't want to make the move, and then I decided I was going to make the move, but then I also decided I wasn't going to make the move, but obviously was still making the move. So, that's entirely on me there. Thankfully, not too much damage. It shouldn't hurt us too bad. Lewis got passed by, is that Behrman? Only Behrman's in P2. Wow. Our car still seems to be struggling in the straight line. We still don't really seem to have that straight line speed, and maybe it's just because we're waiting on those. Oh my god, way too late on the brake. Maybe we're just waiting on the engine supplier upgrades, but God, look at that train behind us. Look at that. Get out of these. This is also probably going to get us here too. That was tight. What season am I on? Season 3. Season 3. Yeah, there's been a lot of driver changes. We're not very quick. Now, granted, we do have a little bit of wing damage, which does play a factor into our pace right now, but I mean, even Lewis is starting to get gapped by Ollie. Look at that, even with DRS, Slado's catching us. Little defensive here. See if we get the exit. Yeah, we're good. We're good. You do medium or long races? I do full length races. Yeah, I do full length races. Which is another reason why I kind of hate doing sprints. It makes for some longer streams. How long did it take you to learn the tracks and braking points? Not super long. You know, I mean, really the biggest thing is all about understanding where your braking markers are, kind of finding a point, and then just trial and error, you know, from there. Then it's like, okay, well, you know, I see this 100-meter board, that's where I'm gonna brake, and if I feel like it's too late to where I'm overshooting the corner, then I brake a little earlier. If I feel like I can carry more speed, then I brake a little later, you know, so that's really just what it comes down to. It really is just trial and error, but it really didn't take me that long to learn them all. Especially because, like, again, I've been playing this game for so long now, like playing the F1 games in general for so long now, and a lot of these tracks I have driven, you know, quite a bit over the years, so. Yeah, it's not only more realistic, but to be honest with you, you'll be faster without the racing line.
reducing the gap on the car behind by 5/10 of that.
Hamilton's about to get passed by Gasly here. Yeah, we just don't really have a lot of straight line speed in this car, unfortunately. I think a track like this that's kind of where it's our downfall. How do you get the HUD? It's an overlay mod that you can find on Overtake.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of it.
Hamilton got back at him. Does it sound like a V6 V8 engine? It's actually a V10 engine. Yeah, no problem. No problem. What sim racing cockpit do you use? The next level FGT cockpit. Yeah, AI straight line speed in this game. it's very much a problem, but I mean we're able to combat it well enough. Unfortunately, the car itself just isn't really quite there. In terms of straight line speed, even though we have all the upgrades we need. We just need that supplier upgrades to kind of come in and we go from there. Does it have any flex to it? No, it's actually real sturdy. I mean, really the only thing that has like any sort of flex is just kind of where my pedals are. And even then, that's kind of more my pedal base itself than the actual rig. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I don't know if it's Stevenson, Stevson, but either way, I appreciate that gift. Thank you. How do you get the UI and the halo like that? It's an overlay mod that you can find on Race Department. This F125? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Ah, gotcha. I appreciate the gift. I appreciate the follow as well. Alright, so good news. We've managed to get out of DRS range from behind. Bad news is we've lost DRS in front. Might try to have to fill the battery a little bit here. Thank you for the gift again, man. Thank you. What? Sorry, in the chat. What AC mods have you tried from F1? I mean, I've tried just pretty much all the major ones, you know. Tried pretty much all the major ones. A lot of the Sim Racing Studio mods that are really good. Really good. The only problem is the only problem I have with the set of courses is that, unfortunately, the AI racing experience in that game sucks. So I don't really play it because of that. This car sounds so good. It's an audio mod for the V10 engine. You have to buy an adapter or install anything to get the pedals inverted. These pedals came like such, but most inverted pedals that you find on the market, they're, you know, you have to either install an adapter, or they don't necessarily come inverted, they just come, like, you can find a kit that'll do it, so to speak. Been loving the game, but I don't have a steering wheel, so it's hard. That's fair. Yeah, I so bad at Rensport, I almost snapped my wrist in the AI, after the AI ran me. Yeah, Rensport is... what a terrible game that is. Terrible game. That was right up there with Project Motor Racing. I remember forever ago, I got a key for like the beta or whatever for Rensport, and I played it for about an hour, and I'm like, yeah, this thing's terrible. I'm never playing this game. So that was the end of that. That was the end of that. Nate, thank you for the follow. Better than PMR? I mean, yeah, it's better than PMR, but like it's right up there in terms of just how bad it is. Mods? Yep. Audio mod, overlay mod, livery mods, tire mods even. Yeah, we're running a few different mods here. Do you think the R5 is good for F125? Yeah. I think the R5 is a good wheel for really any game. Like it's a solid entry wheel, especially for the price. Tire mod for more grip? No. Sorry. The tire mod doesn't actually affect the tires in terms of performance. All the tire mod does, it changes the design of the tires. I talked about it in my Season 3 preview video. So where, what's it called? I think Callie can have DRS on me here. Yeah, I talked about it in the Season 3 preview. It's just the 26 design on the tires with like the little checkered pattern on the side of it, on the sidewall. That's all it is. Went a little deep there, into the corner. Too young to have hair loss? Yeah, you know, shit happens. Shit happens. And it's really not that bad. It's just receding on the side a little bit. That's all. It's not too terrible. It's noticeable, but it's not too terrible. $100% nil. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. What happened in yesterday's race? Not much really. We finished fourth with Lewis. Aiden finished seventh. Charles went on to win. Pierre got a podium with the Ferrari. Callie finished second. That's really it. Not much. Aiden, thank you for the gift, man. I appreciate it. Imagine the V10 coming back in 27. Nah, I'm playing. Hey, imagine it did, though. Imagine it did. We're talking about adding Cadillac or Audi. Audi is in the game. I do have Audi. Cadillac, the plan was that we were going to essentially become Cadillac. I'm getting gapped right now. Yeah, the plan was we were going to become Cadillac, but I can't figure out how to mod or what files are for the Apex GP. So, yeah, so we're still just Apex GP. And then with the expansion coming out, which is going to have Cadillac in it, I'm not really too worried about it. Jay, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Alright, let's see if we can at least keep with these guys. I think the AI in this is actually pretty decent. What's wrong with the sound engine? There is nothing wrong with the sound engine. It is
okay, stand by.
Beautiful.
Is there a problem our end? We're looking into it.
Another problem? Another mechanical problem? Yo, chat, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I feel like ever since we got the durability upgrades on our car, we've had more mechanical issues than we did before we had them on the car.
Okay, looks like a mechanical failure. We're going to have to ask you to find a safe spot to retire. Sorry about that, mate. Okay, this is serious. We need you to retire as soon as possible.
Crazy. Right, Aiden, where are you going? Crazy. Where are you going? You're already... Just park up. There you go. Okay. Crazy. Crazy. Kind of strange to put old sound to modern F1 cars. I mean, yeah, it's a little weird, like, when you really think about it, but, like, don't think about it, I guess. I don't know.
Sorry, I'm out.
Aiden, I don't know why you're saying sorry, bud. That's not on you. That's on the car. What is my luck? I don't have it. That's... I don't have it. Mods? Yeah, we got all kinds of mods going here. Time to go scram Javier Bardem. For real, man.
So that wraps up the sprint race, but there's still more action yet to come.
Gasoline in a Ferrari doesn't fit. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Qualifying, and of course,
how much does the setup cost, and how much time do you need to spend enjoying it for it to be worth getting? I mean, to be fair, I've had like most of this setup. Like I've had a sim racing setup since like 2020, and most of these pieces, I actually can't even say most. I lied. Most of these pieces I've had for a few years now. So like, and I've certainly gotten my use out of it. But I would say that's all perspective, man. Like it's all your own kind of perspective as far as that goes. But yeah. Okay. So yeah, takeaways from this event. We have no straight line speed, and apparently we have a very not reliable car. We had an ERS issue in Australia, and now some sort of failure on the engine for AIDEN. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Well, hopefully the car's more reliable for the race, but we'll see. But Lewis finished 5th. Charles went on to win. There's a good chance Charles might get his second championship this year by the way things look here early. But we'll see. We'll see. Where did I finish? Dead last, because we were the only retirement thanks to... Oh no, Lando retired too. Damn. We were one of the only retirements thanks to our car failing on us. So, Fernando the rookie finally retired. He actually retired in season 1. Fun fact. Took Hamilton's character yesterday, and today it's different. That's the beauty of the MyTeam mode. So the MyTeam mode, beauty and or, you know, thing you may not like about it. I guess it depends on your perspective. Yeah, MyTeam mode, you're allowed to play as either driver, and you get to pick that driver going into the race weekend. Yesterday being the first race of the season, first race with first race with Lewis being with the team, I figured, hey, let's be Lewis. Today I kind of want to see how Lewis does on his own.
Shanghai, ladies and gentlemen,
and
where
then,
it's Chinese
yeah, races
Grand Prix
AIDEN.
weekend. But before we can race, we need to qualify. And who's going to take
I'm probably
that
gonna flip-flop
pole position?
who I'm gonna drive
How our
as
grid lineup?
a decent
We're
amount
about to find out.
season, to be honest with you.
Welcome to qualifying.
But, all right. On to quali. Yeah, Lewis on Apex? I did. All right. Oh, man. ICE went on us. Yikes. All right. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's going to be... I think that's going to be a penalty, no? That sucks. It is what it is. My team mode can easily do a Cadillac takeover. Sort of. I mean, like, with mods and stuff, like, there's a bunch of Cadillac livery mods out there that you can do. So, like, in that regard, yes. I made the mistake to where I picked... Thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. I picked... I picked Apex right from the get-go, not really knowing what the repercussions of that were going to be. I'm missing out on some features in the MyTeam mode because of it, as well as I don't know what the Apex team is in the game files. So because of that, unfortunately, I'm kind of just I'm kind of just stuck with what I got. But obviously, with the expansion coming out. I'm gonna go lower on this, honestly. Yeah, with the expansion coming out, we'll be able to kind of make up for it, you know? Some sort of capacity. We'll see. Yeah, no problem. No problemo. Alright, let's get on track. Let's get on track, set a lap. Finally swapped out that component.
Right, the car's ready. Let's get it out there.
Sucks that we got the mechanical failure. Although, by the looks of things, we weren't gonna get too many points anyways. Do you have to join a team and then change them to Cadillac, or do you have to download this game? Well, the MyTeam mode, you create your own team, right? So, and you can't like just take over Ferrari. You can't just take over, you know, McLaren or anything like that. You have to create your
I'm
own
afraid
team.
you've dropped to P22. P22.
And that's just kind of how that goes. Dane, thank you for the follow. So then, you know, when you create your own team, you can then mod those files and turn them into Cadillac, essentially, by downloading, you know, a skin for it. Yeah, no problem. Thanks, Tony. I appreciate it. Nico, thank you for the follow as well. Is modding hard? No. No, it's really easy. As a matter of fact, like one of the base files that you need to mod, it's called SERPs. They actually have like their own launcher now that'll like essentially apply the mods for you. It's really easy. Can you race online with mods? No, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. That's the only downside to mods. What's up, Clay? V10 engine indeed. Indeed. Alright. Here we go, Q1. See what kind of lap we can do here. A little bit of a lock going in there. You just need to do a good enough lap just to get us through. That's all we're looking to do here. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, John. So, like, typically what, like, a lot of creators will do is they'll have, like a backup save file that has, like, or, like, just a backup folder with their, you know, with, like, the base game files, and then another one with the modded files. So that way they can just quickly change between the two. What season am I on? Season 3. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. How long does it take you to finish a full season on full mode? It takes a while.
We've been pushed down to P22.
It takes a while. I mean, let's put it this way. This is really the only game I stream. I do this typically about, you know, 4 or 5 days a week. So, I mean, really, you just do the math at that point. Not bad, P5. Yeah, really, you just do the math at that point, you know? So realistically, let's see, today is the 13th. So mid-February I should be done, you know? But yeah, I mean, it takes a while. It does take a while, especially like when I'm like working full-time at my job. It'll you know, it'll take even longer then, because I'm only able to stream like twice a week during that time of the year, you know? So it takes a while. Hence why I'm only in Season 3, you know? But let's see, the interface and sound is mods too? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Sorry, new to F1, you said an expansion's coming out? Yeah, so EA announced earlier, like, not earlier this year, last year, late last year. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, EA announced that they're coming out with an expansion pack instead of a full-fledged game. So it's gonna be like a paid DLC to get you all the new content essentially, but all still within the F125. How does your car sound like V10s? It's a audio mod. What difficulty do I play on? 105. Play on 105. And Anthony, thank you for the follow. Jay, thank you for the follow. Josh, thank you for the follow. you had to choose between China and Japan, which one would you prefer? China. China. It's a hot take. I don't like Suzuka. Tony, thank you for the follow as well. I don't like Suzuka. I like watching Suzuka. I think Suzuka has some great races. Driving it in the game, though, not a fan. Not a fan. Never have been. I just can't get comfortable around it. Japan, you can't even relax driving? No, you can't. And that's part of what makes it good, right? But like, that's the thing. Like, Japan, to me, just doesn't have a flow to it. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't have that rhythm. Even that first sector with the S's and stuff, it still just doesn't flow to it, in my opinion. And right, it is very technical. Very, very technical. To where you make one mistake and that's it. You're done, you know? On Twitch as well. I'm on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. Along with TikTok. Alright. So we got through. On to Q2. Spoon curve. Yeah, dude, like, man, I'm not a fan of Suzuka. Unfortunately, that's the track that's next after this, but yeah. Alright. Go out on the used set, as per usual. Set a lap. Hopefully it's good enough to just get us through.
Everyone
We
ready?
go from there.
Okay, let's go.
V12? No, V10 actually. V10. But they do sound pretty similar. Alright, here we go. Sweet music? Yeah, it really is. It really is. Baku needs to be off the counter? I like Baku. Baku. Went deep. It's gonna be a really slow second sector. It's purple right now, but that's not gonna be for long. V6 or V12? It's actually V10. It's actually V10. Locked up a little bit coming in. Not bad. Not bad. A 130.9. Not terrible. Not terrible. It's faster than Cali. I think that last turn before the long stretch, I always have a terrible exit. Same. Same. Samesies. All right. Pierre is on pole so far. Think the mattering will be added? Probably not. Probably not. So Pierre's on pole so far. Or sorry. P1, not pole. Or Q2. Max is third. And for his in-lap, he just finished his lap. Lewis is fourth. Let's see, I think we're still waiting on a lot of people yet. Yeah, we're waiting on Lando. We're waiting on... Kimmy had a bad lap. Waiting on Lando, waiting on Charles, and waiting on Oscar. Let's see. That should be everyone. Yeah, Charles is third, Oscar fourth. Nice. Lando ninth. Alright, sweet. Should be able to get through. Who's your favorite F1 driver, currently or past? Yeah, I don't really have a favorite driver at the moment. Growing up, Michael Schumacher was kind of always like that was my guy, you know. Hence the helmet that I have in the background there. Yeah, love Schumi. Then Seb. Seb was like my next favorite driver after Schumacher. Then Ricardo. And now that Ricardo's not in the sport, I don't really have a favorite anymore. And there's so many drivers on the grid that I like as a whole. But I'm a big Ferrari fan, so for me, it's kind of just whoever drives for Ferrari. But no George in this game? Unfortunately, George, I don't get it. He won the driver's title last season, and nobody signed him. I don't get it. Like, Mercedes moved on from him and signed Lando, and then just, yeah. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. What I finished, we're P5 right now, but again, it's just Q2. Maybe he decided to go to WC in this verse. Yeah, maybe. Maybe he decided, like, hey, maybe he pulled a Nico, right? Maybe he pulled a Nico and said, hey, I won my title. I'm good. I'm out. You guys have fun. Support Kimmy? I do like Kimmy. I do like Kimmy. Yeah, I mean, I like Kimmy. I like Kimmy. I like Carlos. I like Oscar. I like George. I like Lando. I've grown to like Max. I like Charles. I like Lewis. I mean, there's so many drivers on the grid that I like at this point, you know? So. Sorry, I missed it the last time. Do you stream on the weekends? Not really. Pretty much just during the week right now. That's kind of our normal schedule. Get in the podium, bro. Lock it in. All right. Let's lock in. I don't really like our chances this race, to be honest with you, but we'll see. We'll see. Checo? I like Checo. Checo's funny, man. He's a funny dude. Alright, we struggled a little bit in SQ3, so hopefully we can do better here. Again, obviously we're going out on the worn set of tires just to set a lap, get a lap in, and then we'll save the fresh set a little bit later, and then that'll allow us to have a fresh set for the race. looking at chat. Does the same team get normally the same amount of tires for each weekend? Essentially, but each team kind of chooses how many tires to bring. So, like, amount of tires, yes. As far as the sets themselves, it depends on what they bring into the weekend. Minus the sprint. The sprint weekends they're locked, essentially. Like, it's a specific amount. Or specific sets, even. That are reserved for certain sessions. Car sounds so good? I agree. I agree. Wide again. Just carrying a little too much speed through there. Way too late. Way too late on the right. Oh, this lap is pretty much pointless. We're ultimately gonna be P10, but what's the sound mod? I don't remember the name of the sound mod, truthfully. But it's just like an engine sound pack. Keep walking up a little bit, going into that turn there. Almost at T1. That was a really bad lap. That was a really bad lap. But again, used set of tires, we're just trying to put a lap in. Is it easy to install mods for F125? I'd say so. I'd say it's pretty easy. Jen, thank you for the follow. Where are we at? Let's see, P10. P10. To be expected, though. Again, that was a pretty awful lap. The new engine sounds like a distant cousin of the V10. It's the V8s. The new engines coming out for the 2026 season sound very, very reminiscent of almost like a hybrid of the V8 in a way, based off like the little that we've heard so far, obviously. And it's Sonny Hayes doing his qualifying lap in Bahrain. What a beautiful time! Beautiful time from the legend. Alright. We need a hybrid V10. They're talking about, for the next set of engine regulations, they're talking about possibly going back to, like, a V8. And doing a hybrid V8. There is that conversation happening. But, you know, we'll see. Time will tell. Time will tell. Alright, let's get on the track. Well, yeah, they were talking about either doing the V10 or at least maybe a V8 and just making it kind of sound like the V10. That was what I saw. I could be wrong, though.
Drop to P10, your 5th row of the grid now. Come on, let's go again.
I am going again, Mark. Do V12? I like what we got here. I like what we got here. Has our straight line speed improved? It's improved, but not a lot, unfortunately. Unfortunately, in comparison to the top teams, they're still quicker. They are still quicker. I tweaked the setup a little bit more just in hopes that we'll get a little bit better speed out of the car, but we'll see. We'll see. Adrian, hello. Hello. We do indeed still ball. The car is more competitive now than it was before. So, or at least in Season 2. So we do indeed still ball. Red Bull or AMG?
We think we might see some rain. ETA about 15 minutes.
I guess Red Bull. I guess. I don't know. I'm a Ferrari fan, so for me, you know, I'm indifferent on the two, I guess. Pretty good run through there. Little late on the brake, just a tad. So slow through this section here. Oscar did a 129.8. If I didn't go wide there, I might have gotten pole. It was close, man. It was close, but P4, we'll take it. We'll take it, not bad. Rocky, thank you for the follow. VG Clips, thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate you. Do you think 2026 Ferrari will actually add attachments to their tractor? We'll see. I saw a thing that there's actually some like some delays happening, I guess, in like what they're doing at their facilities. So that's good to hear. You know, love hearing that already. But if I didn't go a little wide there, coming out of that last corner, we might have been able to put it on pole. It would have been tight. But there, and if I was able to get a little bit quicker right before that long sweeping corner onto the straight, but not bad. Not bad. P4. Hopefully we have a good race pace. We kind of struggled in the sprint a little bit, but we'll see. We shall see. Lewis is only P8. Don't love seeing that, but all right. Onward we go. Onward we go. Favorite team and favorite driver. I don't really have a favorite driver at this point, but favorite team is Ferrari. Big Ferrari fan. I'm sure Charles and Lewis are thrilled. Yeah, I'm sure they are. Sure they are. Oh, I'm sure they are. How fast is the car? I mean, we're right in line with everybody else, really. So, as far as the R&D charts say. Getting that podium? We just might. It depends on what the race pace is. Really does depend on what our race pace is. What are you running for a setup? Like car setup? Is that what you're asking? Appreciate everybody tuning in, by the way. Appreciate y'all. F1's better than NASCAR. It's like comparing apples and oranges. They're just two different forms of motorsport. You know, it's with two completely different vibes as a whole. I do like F1 more than I like NASCAR, but it's hard to compare. What's your name, by the way? I'm Dave. My name's Dave. Yeah, I am Dave. Paige, thank you for the follow. Benny, thank you for the follow.
The Chinese Grand Prix
Appreciate
then
you.
is upon us once again. It's a race that saw Michael
Sim
Schumacher
setup?
claim his final Formula One victory
Fanatec,
in 2006.
8 Newton meter,
as well as
direct
Red
drive
Bull's
base,
first win
Formula V2
with
rim,
Sebastian Vettel in 2009.
Fanatec Club Sport,
There's no
inverted
doubt
pedals.
There's plenty more
That's my
drama
setup.
to come here in Shanghai.
That's my setup.
We're
And
here
then
at the Yangtze
next level
River Delta
FGT.
today, home of the 16
rig.
corners that make up the Shanghai
How old am
International
I?
Circuit.
What are you gonna ask me? My
54% of this
mother's
3.3
maiden
mile
name
lap
next?
is taken at full throttle, and we'll be getting up to speeds of around 200
No,
miles per hour with DRS assistance
I'm
down the back
28.
straight before the cars
28.
break into the
Getting
tight
old, man.
hairpin at turn 14.
getting old.
So with the race
I look
not
like a
far
Sean?
away from
My
starting,
uncle's name is
here's
Sean.
what today's grid
Fun fact.
rundown looks like.
Today's my birthday? Well, happy birthday, Tony.
Oscar
Happy birthday.
Piastri lines up on pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we
I am very
have
much an unk. I am.
Verstappen,
I'm old as fuck.
Jackson, Lando Norris, and Gasly. Mayer, Hamilton,
Is that not,
Behrman, And
Not a
Jack
grid
Dillon.
penalty for swapping components?
Antonelli, Sainz, Alex Albon, and Tramnitz.
Oh, I guess not, because Parc
O'Sullivan,
Ferme doesn't actually
Hadja,
start
Gabriel
fully
Bortoletto
until
and Franco Colapinto. Lawson,
qualifying.
Hulkenberg,
I guess that makes sense.
Aaron and Zane
makes
Maloney
sense.
rounds off
Unk
the
is
grid.
30 plus. I'm not
Now
30
it's
yet,
almost
man.
time for lights out.
I'm not 30
so
yet.
Let's go down to the track.
So scared who was going to be the next
And
question.
alongside me today, a man small in stature but big on comments, Anthony Davidson. Hello. And
Yeah,
let's
it's
talk
1,
momentum
2,
with
3,
this
4,
driver.
5,
What a sprint
6,
it
7.
was. They start at 0
9.
once again for today, but with a huge amount of confidence, surely. Well, they'll definitely be glad that there's not a sprint race today. Let's face it, the sprint couldn't have gone much worse, but what we're looking for today is a reaction. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like?
All right, I don't care anymore. All right.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
That's an interesting one-stop. An interesting one-stop. Starting on the softs, running them fairly long. And finishing on the mediums. I don't like that strategy, honestly. I really don't. I think I kind of like that more. And then maybe we save the softs in case there's like a late safety car or something. Yeah, like I really don't like the strategy of doing soft, like long on the softs and then stretching the mediums even too. Like I don't love that. Usually, like I'm pretty good around here when it comes to tire wear. Thank you for that sub, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm usually pretty good when it comes to tire wear, but like, I don't like that. I don't like that. All right, here we go. Max is starting on softs. Lando behind me is starting on hards. Like I said, that's why it wasn't working. Yep, yep. That's why. Alright, like I said, hopefully we got some good race pace. Verstappen's gonna be quick here at the start. Gotta pull a max 125 level academic comeback. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. No worries, Tony. You're good. No worries. I appreciate everybody tuning in, by the way. Whatever platform you're watching along on, whether it's Twitch, Kick, TikTok, YouTube. I appreciate y'all. I do. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate the follows, the subs, the gifts on TikTok, man. I do appreciate y'all. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're enjoying it. We got ourselves a full race ahead of us here. So, hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully, knock on wood, no mechanical failures or anything like that. And hopefully we got some pace. Hopefully we got some pace, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh. Whoops. Jay, you do, but I'll be honest with you. They don't really monitor that aspect of it. You know what I mean? But yes, you are correct. I think you just can't say it in chat. Me verbally saying it, I mean, I've seen so many content creators do that. Again, I just don't think you're allowed to say it in chat, really. I think technically speaking, I'm not supposed to say it either. But again, they don't monitor that. They mostly monitor just like the text side of it.
Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights.
All right, here we go. Grid's forming. 5 red lights. And we are off for the Chinese Grand Prix. Slow getaway there. But they were kind of slow behind me, too. Gasly trying to sneak around the outside here. Yeah, Ashley might get past my Leclerc here. He didn't really get a good getaway either. Yeah, Leclerc takes the lead from Oscar Piastri at the start. Alright. Find our rhythm here. Nice, Jack. Gonna go down the inside of Max here. Real late on the brake. Oh, a little too late on the brake. Got to move the stick, but almost ended up getting an Oscar there. A little wide there. All right, anywho, here we go.
We can now use the
Calm it down a little bit here.
now available.
Hopefully stay within a second of Oscar here. We got a little bit better straight line speed compared to the sprint after making the setup tweaks. The car still feels good, so. The first sector. Charles is pulling away a little bit. We need Oscar to get within DRS there.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy. Come on.
Yeah, I agree, Jay. I agree. The chrome does look clean. Thanks, Sarla. I appreciate it. Maybe one day. Maybe one day, right?
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
There we go. It's a good Oscar. He's there. See if we can get within a second of Charles. He's been very quick here in the early going of Season 3. Jay, thank you for that gift, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You really don't got to do that, but I do appreciate it. Everyone, Jaguar was in F1? I do. Sure do. Well, we got DRS here.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
heavy on the brake there. Just a little bit. Yeah, the cars were great for a while there. Obviously not in F1, but just generally speaking. No worries, Sony. No worries. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for chatting. Why does it sound like V8? Actually, V10. It's actually a V10, but it's just a mod. Little late on the brake there. Just a little bit. A little late. Thank you, Starlight. I appreciate that. That's kind of that's the vibe we go for here. It's the overall vibe. Just a tad bit.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
No. God damn it. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. Oh, we know we have pace, so let's see if we can catch back up.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 4.5 seconds.
It's just, that corner is so tricky, man. It's just so tricky. Like, if you engage overtake too soon, you get in the throttle just a hair too soon. It's so easy to cause the back end to kick, and unfortunately, with the way the physics are in this game, it's, to me personally, it's so hard to kind of catch the rear end sometimes. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Hopefully we can catch him. Those cars sound so fast. That's just the beauty of the V10 engine, man. Callie is going to have DRS on me here, but yeah, she's not close enough, so we're good. Both Oscar and Max are going at it. I might have held them up a little bit when I spun, or at least caused them to slow up. Shit, a little wide. I might have caused them to slow up, which then in turn allow Charles to kind of get a little bit of a gap. So the more they battle, the more he's going to pull away. I feel that. Honestly, most of Shanghai is really annoying. Yeah, you can drive F125 in triple screen. I don't think it has like native triple screen support. So you just gotta essentially just run it in like a stress format. But you could do it. It might have native support. I don't know. I don't actually use it in triple screen, even though I have 3 screens. I have the 3 screens for streaming purposes, so. A little late. Just a wee bit late there.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 4.1 seconds.
Alright, let's see if we can lock it in a little bit here. Been running some very mediocre lap times there these past 2 laps. Just too many mistakes. Trying to make up for my mistake, really. I have a tendency of doing that. Like when I make a mistake, I have a tendency of like then just kind of over driving the car, pushing the car a little too hard, trying to make up for lost time, and hurts me in the end. But granted, Max has DRS on Oscar, so that kind of helps him there. Pretty soon we should be reaching the point, though, where soft tires are kind of dead. That should eventually work to our advantage. I also didn't really use any sort of extra battery deployment there. I was trying to build it up a little bit.
Gap to the car in front, 4.5 seconds.
Well, we're pulling away from the guys behind. There's that. I just realized Pierre got past Callie, so he seems to be running decently quick here. A little bit later in the run. Late on the break again. Better lap, though. Better lap, we'll take it. Late there, too. Pushing a little hard. maintaining our time right now. Not really doing too much. Not really doing too much to close up the gap here. It's like Callie's falling back a little bit. I have no idea where Lewis even is. I have no clue where he is. Charles hasn't really pulled away by much. Just kind of maintaining his gap and lead over Oscar there. Max is keeping it close. Welcome back. Was there a HUD on the Halo? It's an overlay mod that you can find on Overtake. A little wide there. A little deep in the corner. Terrible exit.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Oh, can we track him down? Only in the game, right? What do you mean? The HUD isn't in the game. Like this is it's an overlay mod. Still in Shanghai? Yep. Long weekend. It's kind of slow. Yeah, you just need a mic for that. The HUD on the Halo, yeah, the HUD on the Halo is not in-game. It's an actual, like, overlay mod that you use. Did I finish the race already? Well, that was just a sprint. That was just a sprint race. This is the actual race. Maintaining our pace with it. It's really all we're doing here. Might become one of those races where it really kind of comes down to strategy at the end of the day. Who knows what Max is going to go on to after the softs, or even how long he's going to go on the softs.
Okay,
John, thank you for the follow.
4.4 seconds.
Graphics look insane. They do look good.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 10.5 seconds.
Right. Wanted to at least stay on the grass there. Streaming on other platforms? Across the board, really. It's the same name everywhere. Purple app, red app, green app. I stream everywhere. Hello. Hi. Hello. How are you? Pretty terrible run through there. I see Lewis is right behind the one Mercedes. It's stuck in between a Mercedes sandwich, really. So he's P7. Again, that was part of my reason for picking AIDEN this race, was to see how Lewis's AI performs. kind of help me determine who I want to drive as most of the season. Cars this? This is the Apex GP car. Thank you for the follow as well. Sounds good? Well, that's actually an audio mod. It's a V10 engine mod. Must be really tired sitting on the chair for an hour, focused for 56 laps. Yeah, I mean, after a full race, yeah, I'm usually kind of beat. Truth be told. That's why I really only do like one race per stream. Last racing game in my life was GT4. Parents love this game very much. Oh yeah, GT4 was great.
Gap between you and the car behind, currently 7 seconds.
How you do a custom career? What do you mean by that? What you mean by that? This was a terrible lap, by the way. Terrible lap. I wasn't paying attention for most of the lap. Lost a lot of time to Max. Oh, Max is coming in. He might be doing a 2-stop.
And the Apex is stopping now.
Oh, I guess Lewis is coming in too? How to use Apex GP in F125. So, unfortunately, that was only a part of the Icon Edition. So it is no longer available, which is really annoying. Wait, Lewis didn't come in. Mark, what are you talking about, bro?
Okay, you're losing a small
Anywho,
amount of time to car behind. Just keep pushing. Okay,
so yeah, that was only part of the Icon Edition for a limited time.
Seconds.
So unfortunately, you can't do it anymore. Really, the only way would be just by modding the game. That's really it. Usually do 10 to 20 laps every race, because full lap really hurt my back. That's fair. That's fair. Honestly, sitting in the chair, like, yeah, like, my ass starts to hurt after so long, my back will bother me a little bit. Although I got a nice little, like, lumbar support cushion here, that actually helps quite a bit. And then my shoulder bothers me, too. V10? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Howdy, meme. Howdy. Running a V10 F1 car? Sure am. Sure am. In terms of story that we have going on here, it's just new engine regulations that make it sound like a V10, but it's still a V6 hybrid. That's our story. You're back? No, you're back. Good to see you. Taylor, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Charles Leclerc or Oscar Piastri? I like both of them a lot, man. I like both of them a lot. I mean, as a Ferrari fan, I mean, I got to say Leclerc, obviously. But, I do really like Oscar. I do really like Oscar. That is your favorite? Hell yeah, I respect that. I respect that. What are those small thumb movements on the left side of the wheel? Like right here? There's like 2 little dials, if that's what you're talking about. Yeah? Yeah, they're like little dials that rotate. I mean, I could program them to be whatever, but one of them I have programmed to be like my differential, and then the other one's my brake bias. You play with no driving aid on? Sure do. Sure do. How does everyone have the Ferrari engine noise and not the actual? Well, fun fact. Right now, nobody has the actual engine noise because this is actually a V10 engine. So... TK, thank you for the follow. It's just up or down or going into or out of the corner. Well, I mean, I could adjust it whenever. I can adjust it whenever. I don't. Like, I typically leave it where it's at. The only time I ever, like, adjust my
gap to the car ahead.
differential, I always kind of keep it the same spot. But the only time I ever adjust my brake bias is when it rains. I might put it more towards the rear, if anything. But that's about it. This is not Suzuka. Don't listen to him. Not Suzuka, it's China. This is China.
Focus on the driving.
This is China. What? I don't really like Verstappen. He's getting in driver's way. He's getting in driver's way. I mean, he's a hard racer. You know? He's a hard racer. Watkins Glen. This is actually Rainbow Road. Still remember when Lauda said this is a shitbox to a Ferrari? I do. Well, I can't say I remember, because that was long before my time. But yes. What are you running your brake bias typically? I usually keep it at 56. That's usually my go-to spot. I know like the meta spot to put it in, or what most people run it at. They run it at 54. But at 100% brake pressure, I don't really like it at 54. I don't like the way it feels. I don't really like the way it feels, so I prefer 56. Claire and Piastri continue to just pull away from us. I mean, we're going about as fast as we really can here. Kinda sucks that we dumped the car earlier, as I proceed to go deep. That doesn't help. Yeah, kinda sucks that we dumped the car earlier, because obviously that would have made a hell of a difference in terms of our chances of doing anything here. So, I mean, we were pretty much maintaining pace with them fairly well, and even kind of catching Charles a little bit. Where now we're struggling to catch back up. Didn't get Meta to provide setups. No, not like Meta. not like Facebook Meta. I mean like Meta as in like what the go-to pro strategy is, so to speak. 07, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I get the speedometer stuff. It's an overlay mod that you can find on Overtake.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 9.2 seconds.
What do you think the longest lap track on F125? It's Spa. Yeah, Spa is the longest lap on the calendar. Well, I see you. I see you, bro. I see you. Times falling up. Max is flying right now. Which makes sense. Really the only person who's pit so far.
Gap to your teammate behind, 11.7 seconds.
I'd imagine Max has to be doing a two-stop. Going 40-some laps on a set of mediums is way too long, so... Imagine he's doing a two-stop. Which might be beneficial to us. We're only doing a one-stop strategy. Do I use any assists? No, I don't. None whatsoever. Have I watched MotoGP? I've watched it. Being in the States, like, it's kind of hard to find it on television, you know what I mean? And I respect the hell out of, you know, what those guys do. Late on the break there. I'm not really into it though. Not really my thing. Little one.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 8.8
Max closing
seconds.
very quick, to be expected. Cleaned up our laps a little bit, so like we're kind of back to just maintaining pace with Austria again. Charles is continuing to pull away. He's been very quick here. Been very quick in season 2. Or sorry, season 3 rather. Which again, keep in mind in our story, Charles is defending champion. Not defending, but is a champion in F1 rather. He won it in season 1. Fast forward, here we are, season 3. Season 2 he struggled early on, but came out really strong towards the end. So
rate of about 2 seconds a lap. Be aware.
Not really too much of a surprise that he's doing so well here. I think he is also the highest rated driver on the grid right now here in season 3. So makes sense. Sparky, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Do you have a different steering wheel for your sim race, by the way? What do you mean? Like, do I have other wheels? One on your hand. Ha! Alright, Max is calling us, but we're gonna be pitting this lap.
In this lap. Push now. Copy that.
No, you're good. I just don't know what you mean. Max is flying right now. Doo-doo. Oh, I went wide. That's fine. We're not really fighting him too much there. Ooh. Couple snaps.
Try to
Massive one
stay
there.
with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position.
Dirty air is very much a thing in this game. Yeah,
Box
Max
this
is
lap, please.
flying.
Box this lap.
Look like Mazepin, not gonna lie. Yeah, I drive like him too. Alright, coming into the pits. Again, one-stop strategy. Hopefully it works out. Sorry, chat, give me like 2 seconds here. Trying to catch up with my notifications. Don't care, don't care, don't care. Don't care. Okay. Alright, come on, boys. Get a good stop. Nice.
Okay, off we go. Back into the race.
Not bad.
Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that.
Not bad. And we come out into some clean air. Works out really well. Am I driving Aston Martin? Nope. I'm driving Apex GP. I know if I can play F125. That's cool. Well, if you have a PC, PS5, or an Xbox, you can play F125. Now, just like real life, I feel like it takes me a couple laps to kind of finally find the rhythm, the groove, the sweet spot with the hard tires. And I don't know if that's intentional. I don't know if they actually meant it to be that way, but... Timmy's coming in the pits. That costume
Okay,
hood,
no issues
buddy,
with tyre
or
wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
what? Oh, custom HUD. Got it. It is, yes. It is a custom HUD. You can find it on Overtake. Hopefully Lewis doesn't hold us up here too much. That's pretty heavy on the brake there. I'm shocked I didn't lock it up. appreciate everybody tuning in, by the way. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all, whatever platform you're watching along on. Oh, it's been a little bit of a boring race, to be honest, but that's how it goes sometimes. That's how it goes, so I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Ashton, thank you for the follow. Much love.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 6.9 seconds.
Little late on the break there. And we're certainly not setting the world on fire with our times right now. Way too late there. Oscar still hasn't come into the pits. He's about 23 seconds ahead. Chad, do me a favor. Somebody look up, like, how long or how much time you lose during a pit stop at China. I honestly don't know. Isn't it about 23 seconds? Who's Aiden? Aiden Jackson. He's one of the main characters from the Breaking Point story. But yeah, I know it depends on the track. That's what I mean. Like, I'm asking, like, for here in particular. I guess it doesn't really matter now because Oscar's in the pits now, so I want to see, will we beat him out? That's my question. I don't think we will. Gasly's coming in.
Gasly's stopping now. And
I was in the Apex. We signed him.
17.3 seconds.
All right, we did get out of him. Nice. So we undercut Oscar there. That was ultimately what I was wondering. I was wondering if we were going to get the undercut on Oscar, and we did. He had like 10 seconds to us,
okay, Lewis is
9 or 10 seconds. So like, ultimately, my question was, where are we gonna get out ahead of him? Like, you know, how long is the pit stop? But so unfortunately, you can't use Apex as a team anymore. It was part of the Icon Edition, but only for a limited time. They took that away. But yes, you can use various Icon drivers, and the Countersport drivers are a part of that. That's also a part of the Icon Edition. Although that might have been a pre-order bonus. I'm not sure. Alright. We were kind of matching Oscar's pace before. Let's see what kind of pace we have now. I feel like I've been struggling just a little bit on the hard tires. Like, not doing terrible, just don't really have a ton of pace. And then, really, the real question is what happened with Max. Clear pit, he got ahead. Which that's expected. Yeah, the real question here is what happened with Max. Does he try to stretch those mediums all the way to the end? It'd be a crazy strategy, but it might work. It just might work. Gonzalo, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Sam, thank you for the follow as well. I keep out braking myself there. I'm just braking too late. Wide there too.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 27.4 seconds.
I talked about it at the beginning of the stream. There's that bump there when you go into T1. Where if you hit it just right, at just the right speed. Oh, somebody's slow.
Green flag.
Mercedes spun, I think. What it looks like. Looks like the Mercedes went around there. But if you hit that bump just right, it'll just undershoot the car so far off the track, and that's exactly what happened there. So I ended up going a little wide through T1. It didn't hurt us too much, but we did lose some time. Sepang was on the 2025 calendar? Yeah. Yeah, Lewis won the sprint. In real life, Lewis won the sprint. I don't remember who won the race. Was it Lando? Jay, who won China this year? Or this past season, rather. Was it Lando? Was it Oscar? I don't remember.
12.5 seconds.
Oscar? I thought it was the McLaren, I just couldn't remember. I just remember Lewis winning the sprint. Because it was the only happiness I had as a Ferrari fan this past season. That's right, yeah, Lando had the brake issue at the end. I remember that now.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now.
I remember.
Good.
I'm gonna make my HUD like this. It's just an overlay mod that you can find on Overtake. You do need SimHub to use it, but yeah, that's it. Max has been on those meetings for a long time, but he's managing pace really well. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Also, a little bit of time in that lap.
Dropping a second a lap to the car behind. 1 second.
Circuit seems so quirky. It kind of is, honestly. It doesn't really have much of a rhythm to it. feels kind of random. But some people love it. Others don't. I'm kind of more of like an in-between. Like, I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Not that I was ever expecting to gain on the player, but I am losing a little bit of time to him. But we're kind of just maintaining our pace with Oscar. So at least at this rate, I'm looking at P3. Even once Max comes in the pit, obviously Max should be doing a 2-stop. It'd be wild to see him push the mediums, 40-some laps, but I guess we'll see. Turn the corner. Looking at my watch. Guess we'll see. Excited for preseason testing, not gonna lie, same. Honestly, same. Can't wait. A lot of time in that second sector. A lot of time. Can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. I wonder when they will release the F1 2026 as the game. I hate to break it to you, but they're not. I hate to break it to you, there's not going to be a game this year. Just an expansion pack. But my guess, that expansion pack's probably going to come in May. That'd be my guess. F126 was never real, it was always a dream. It's still 2010. My god, thank god this game is not F1 2010. That game was so bad. Late there. Got a little wide. Pretty good. Don't give me a compliment. No compliments. The moment I get a compliment is the moment I make a mistake. Got late on the brake. Again. Keep doing that. Maybe F126 was the friends we made along the way. Amen to that, brother. Amen to that. No F126? Yeah, like I said, they're doing an expansion, which honestly I like. I like that idea. On paper, it's a good idea. To kind of skip a year, hopefully do a lot more with F1 27. And kind of make the game you want to make as a dev, as a team. Paul, get out of my way. But yeah, we'll see. It all kind of depends on what the that expansion pack actually looks like. Time will tell. Time will tell. Alright, Max is coming into the pits now. I think he'll get out ahead of me. be nice if F127 had actual team radio and strategies with 2 drivers. I mean, they currently already have some actual team radio. I would like to see a little bit more of a dynamic race engineer.
The McLaren drivers just moved into first place.
That'd be nice to have. But, you know, we'll kind of see what happens there. And then, yeah, I mean, just better physics, things like that. Having, like, being able, like, especially for my team, being able to
gap to the car in front.
do
5.7 seconds.
2 strategies, you know, for each driver, or even like if mid-race, if you could like just swap drivers or something like that, like that'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. I doubt we're gonna get anything like that, to be honest with you. Let's put the car's power unit. It's the beauty of the V10 engine is what you're hearing right now. Alright, well Max has got a little bit of work to do. Try to get back in the lead. He'll probably do it. Oscar is catching us pretty quick though. Oscar is catching us pretty quick. He is flying. Only for me, I always feel lonely. We need more team dynamics. I feel that. Like, I feel like a lot of it gets pretty boring pretty quick. So, I don't disagree there. Why is Behrman so far back? Bro, yeah, dude, T1 is... It's something. It is something, to say the least. Don't hold me up, Ollie. Don't hold me up, man.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 7.4 seconds.
I think Oscar's gonna have DRS on Ollie. Ollie's got DRS on me. He's gonna fight back at me here.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Kinda hurts us a little bit, but it is what it is.
The car behind is lapping faster than us
I
by around
don't think you can put
lap.
that down as a skill, man. I don't think it's gonna do much for your for school. You should though. You should though. Stuff like that's good, man. It's good to give back. There you go. There you go. Alright, Oscar is catching us. Oscar is definitely catching us. Let's see if we can start finding some sort of time here. Gotta save up the battery a little bit more too. We're definitely gonna have to defend a little bit. Stayed out of DRS range at least. There's that. Not a bad lap. Also our personal best. Crucially for Charles too, Max's pace, even though he's on fresher hards, doesn't really seem to be there. Just doesn't really seem to be there. Just set another fastest lap. Yeah, Lando's quick right now. Wide. A little wide. Be a little slow through here. Yeah, lost some time. Where do you think Cadillac will finish next season with constructors? 8th if they're lucky. I don't expect much from them. I really don't. I hope they do well, but yeah, I just don't expect much from them. Not in their first season.
An issue we're currently investigating.
Dude, I swear to God, if we get another mechanical failure, I'm gonna scream.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 9.0 seconds. It looks critical. Find somewhere to retire as soon as possible. We can't risk you carrying on with this race, I'm afraid. I repeat, find somewhere to retire the car immediately. It's too dangerous to stay on track.
Like, what is this luck, man? This is some of the worst luck I could ever fucking have. 2 mechanical failures in one day. 2 of them in one day, bro.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm okay, but yeah, sorry.
2 of them in one day. And, like, dude, we were having a good race there.
Charles Leclerc, what a drive, what a victory.
And I just drove, like, 40 laps for fucking nothing. Oh.
And it's always good, Crofty, to get that momentum on your side, and it's really good for your confidence as well. The more confident you are, the further that can take you.
It's time for our podium celebrations. And as ever in Formula One, 3 is the magic number. And who gets to take the top step of the podium? Yes, it is I, Leclerc. Charles Leclerc on top.
For real, man. All that racing for nothing. All of that racing for fuck all. For nothing.
After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
That's a major rip. Like, that is... Fuck! God damn it, man. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. Well, it is what it is at the end of the day. I mean, that's racing, you know? That's racing. Yeah, that sucks. Recreate Leclerc's sunset lap if possible? No. Caleb, thank you for the follow. Yeah, that sucks, man. I mean, we were finding a nice little rhythm there to stay out of DRS range from Oscar, but you know, it would have been, I'm sure at some point he would have got within range and then we would have had to fight him till the end, and it would have been fun. It would have been an exciting fight till the end. Instead, we get another mechanical failure and finish dead last. Finish dead last. Charles comes out with the win once again. Once again gets a win. That sucks, man. That sucks. We get the mechanical failure in the sprint, and we get the mechanical failure in the race. That is brutal. That is brutal. That sucks. Lewis finished P6. Lewis finished P6 when all was said and done there. Fuck, man. I'm so annoyed. So annoyed. But, you know, it is what it is. It happens. It's a part of the sport. That's racing. You know? That's racing sometimes. But, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It was a good drive. I mean, we did well. Hey, that was back-to-back races, by the way. Like, Australia, we didn't use any flashbacks. I didn't use any flashbacks in this race either. I think I'm finally finding my rhythm. It only took me about 200 hours, but I think I'm finally finding my rhythm in this game. I mean, we did have that mistake where we dumped the car, and I could have used a flashback then, but I chose not to. But, oh, it sucks. Charles is off to a hot start this season, obviously. Should be a fun one, though. Should be a fun season the rest of the way. Crash out if we got a mechanical failure first position. I've had that happen before, too. I've had that happen. Like, late in a race as well. Yeah, it's never fun. Favorite team in F1? Ferrari. Big Ferrari fan. Big Ferrari fan. Oh, I'm sad. I'm so sad now. Everyone is a Ferrari fan, even if they don't want to admit it. Amen to that. Shout out Seb. Shout out Seb. Yo, tell me the same thing failed on this car, by the way. That's all I want to really look at right now. I just want to see. Tell me the same thing failed. No! Our control electronics unit failed. That sucks. That sucks because you only get allocated 2 of them for an entire season. So that really sucks. You know what? I'm actually just going to go ahead and take a penalty from the next race. That sucks. It is what it is. It is what it is at the end of the day. It truly is hilarious, man. Like, the moment that we started investing more in our durability on the car, the more issues I started seeing. I went so long in Season 2 without having a single issue. And then we started investing in our durability because I couldn't invest in anything else. And this was the outcome. With stuff like this. Incredible. Incredible, man. That sucks. Fuck you, Rubens. Alright, anywho. Anywho. Is what it is. It is what it is, chat. But I am gonna call it there. Yeah. Yeah. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Oh, AMS2 has an update. Nice. Maybe I'll pause that real quick, actually. Did I crash? No, we had a mechanical failure. We had a mechanical failure. That sucks. Sucks. Thanks, man. It's okay. It's all good. It's a video game at the end of the day. I don't care that much. We'll be back on tomorrow. We'll be back on tomorrow. I think I'm gonna try to get a video recorded. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to get a video recorded here. Either AMS2 or LMU. I'm gonna do one or the other, but we'll see. And then yeah, we'll be back on tomorrow for round 3. Suzuka, another track that I don't like, so that's great. But should have gone with Plan C, bro. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Always go with Plan C. But I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate the subs, the follows, the gifts over on TikTok, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Once again, friendly reminder, you can become a member on the YouTube channel if you so choose to do so, and you get a little bonus perks here and there, you know. So, thank you for that follow. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, be sure to check out the website. Any merch you might want to get. Keep up with some other stuff there as well. Yeah, that's really that. That's really that. That's what we got. I'm sad. I'm sad now. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But as always, guys, stay safe out there. Be kind to one another. Love one another. Adios. Peace out. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Later.